Algebra 1, Unit 1, Summative Review. Here we go. First 5 problems are going to be talking about order of operations, meaning we're going to do anything in parentheses first. Then we're going to look for exponents, multiply and divide at the same time, and then we'll add and subtract at the same time. So you look at problem 1, got a couple things in parentheses right there. So 10 plus 12, 22. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Okay, so I did my parentheses. I don't see any exponents around. Now I'm going to multiply and divide at the same time, moving left to right. Let's see, 3 times 22 is 66, divided by negative 1. So I'm looking for an answer of negative 66. Oh yeah. Looks like that one right there. We move on. Number 2. Pretty straightforward here. There's no parentheses, no exponents. So I need to do this multiplication part first. 20. Then I start talking about negative 6 plus 20. It's going to give me an answer of 14. Parentheses. You try number 3 and see if you get the same thing as me. I'm going to do it quietly. Notice I kept the negative 8 plus 2 in parentheses afterwards because I need to multiply it by this 3. So I'm dealing with 5 minus negative 18. 2 negatives right next to each other. This will become positive 23. On this part where you're dealing with the minus 3 part of it, you can think of it as minus 3 times minus 6 and get positive 18 right away. That's okay. But you could also just say, well, I'm multiplying the 3 and the negative 6, get negative 18, and then remember that you haven't used this other negative sign yet. So a couple different ways to approach that one. 4 and 5, only thing that changes is we're going to use variables now, but it's going to tell us what the variables are. A is negative 2 and B is 4. So we're going to plug in for A and B. So let's see, instead of AB squared, I'm going to have negative 2 times 4 squared. Usually I plug in with parentheses, but there's already parentheses there, so I just kind of remember that they need to be multiplied first because they're inside the parentheses. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, still in parentheses. Then I square it. Negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64. Okay, common mistake here. When you plug in 4, don't think that you have to square it first. You got to do the A times B first. So positive 64 is your answer there. And then on 5, you try it on your own, see if you get the same thing as me. Order of operations still applies. Should have got 50. So that's 1 through 5, order of operations, sometimes plugging in numbers with parentheses, then doing order of operations.